Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Gertruida Adventures podcast. I'm your host, Gertruida. Um, So this episode will be airing on the 31st of January, which will be the last year of 2025. And gosh, what a year has it been! This year has been quite difficult for me, but also quite exciting in different ways. So I want to just talk through a little recap of my year and show you guys some photos of what I've been doing during this festive season to celebrate it. And open up some new yarn, show some yarn that I've bought, and then jump right into my plans for 2026. So 2025 has been the first year that I actually journaled the whole year long. I'm not going to show you guys my journal because it's literal pages where I've written every single week what I've done for the week, and I've actually kept that up until these last 2 weeks where I have just been in free fall mode. So I haven't written the last 2 weeks, but I'm sure I'll be able to catch them up. It's been quite interesting to see how seasons impact my making, and then also how my personal well-being also impacts my making, because in August I had a bout of bronchitis that lasted about a month, made me feel terrible, and it was also on the back of quite a few months of being sick every single month. So yeah, that quarter my amount of makes was, I think, 1, and it was a small thing, whereas I usually make like about 2 big things and 2 smaller things that I finish in a quarter, which kind of makes sense because it takes a good month of free time to make a sweater or a shawl for me. So yeah, it's been fascinating to be able to see that stats. And I've also been tracking up until about, I think, October-ish. I've been tracking the skeins that I buy, the skeins that I use, just a rough amount, not detailed. And I buy a lot in comparison to how much I use. Like consistently, it's been like 4 or 5 times. So hence the big stash and the big 2026 plans that I'll get to later. But yeah, this year was also the year that I bought a new car, which was very exciting. I've had my Ignis for about 6 years. I bought it in 2019. Served me very well, but I've been starting to feel it's a bit of a tiny car, and I feel like I'm a official adult now that I have the Francs. I can't explain it to you. It's the funniest experience. But that was my big highlight of 2025. Other than all of the social events and things like that we had this year. And this year was quite a nice year for that. There has been a lot of interesting markets, lots of interesting pop-ups, lots of visits to yarn shops, and it's been really fun. So during this festive season, I have experimented a lot with other hobbies that's not yarn related, and it has been really refreshing and insightful and super duper fun. So one of the things was that I went to go make a terrarium with my husband. I'll post some photos while I'm talking about it. It was a lot of fun. So there's this shop in Rosebank Mall. It's called Aquature, that you can go to. You pay for the vessel that you would like, and then depending on the size of your vessel, there is a workshop fee that is roughly between 250 and 350 rand, sometimes as high as 400 if it's a large vessel. The only word of advice that I would give you if you were to go do it yourself is that any plants that you want to put into your terrarium that is not just the moss that they give you, you have to pay for additionally, and they don't communicate that very clearly. So the end payment that we made was about 500-600 rand more than we thought it would have been because of that, which is fine. It is what it is. But yeah, really love the terrariums that we made. I'm a little bit sad with mine because mine has the stump that's coming up, and that stump is sitting like right under the light. So the moss that's on top there have been really struggling with life, and the plant that's on the side also. So I'm toying with the idea of maybe taking that stump out and putting that moss down in the cavity it would leave behind. Because of the shadows that the stump is casting on the bottom area, there's a bit of mold starting to grow up there, which it's not going to get solved unless I can get light down there, which I can't do with the stump in place. But this is what we learn, right? If you don't do these things, you're never going to learn. So then also what we did is that my husband went with me to a model shop in Benoni, in Boksburg actually. I can't remember the name of the shop. I think it's Model X or Hobby X. Not Hobby X. I don't know. But it's right across the road from the Boksburg Quarter Joe's. You can't miss it. If you want to go there, just go to Boksburg Quarter Joe's, have a Zoo Cookie Milkshake, and then drive one block down and you'll see the big model shop. Like literally you can't miss it. The banners is just huge for this model shop. They have an insane variety. They have Lego that I have never seen in my life, which was really fun to look at. But with Lego, it's always that question of once you've built it, now what? Do you just display it? And me not being a cocky type of person, that doesn't really resonate well with me. So what we ended up doing was that we bought some kits that you can make with plastic, where it's the die casted spruces type of models. So we've bought 2 X-Wings and then 1 Messerschmitt, I think it's called. Yeah, Messerschmitt. So the 1 X-Wing we've started building. I'll put some photos up again so that you guys can see a bit of our process and my really cool dashboard that I did. I'm so proud of that thing. We haven't finished that X-Wing yet, but we did also buy an X-Wing model in the rare earth metal sets. So I sat and built that one evening. That was also piles of fun. I would 10 out of 10 do more of that rare earth models because they are very involved, they're very engaging. You have to be precise, you have to like focus and do your bends well and line things up well, but you can finish one in a good 4 or 5 hours. It's not going to take you a few days the way that the plastic models would. So yeah, we'll probably be finishing that model somewhere, maybe somewhere in this in-between week, maybe somewhere in the future. It really doesn't matter because hobbies is all about the enjoyment, right? I used to do plastic models when I was in university and then a little bit after university, when I got my first adult money, so to speak, when I started working. And I used to enjoy them a lot. But back then, I was dating a aeronautic fundie that ended up becoming a helicopter mechanic. So this person was really in love with models and airplanes and anything aerial related. So it made sense to build models and then gift it to him. But this person is obviously not in my life anymore. So what Grant is planning on doing is maybe looking at building some terrariums with the models that we make. So that could also be fun. And I think as the models grow, the terrariums will grow, the knowledge will grow, and it will be great. So yeah, then I spent a fair bit of time with friends and family over this period. Obviously, everybody does. It has been great fun. It's been great fun to see everyone. My highlight will have to be the visit with Janine, and then also being able to make mac and cheese for AJ, because those two ladies are truly close to my heart, and the Christmas season wouldn't be Christmas without them. Unfortunately, my own parents do not celebrate Christmas, so I didn't see them. But I did see Grant's parents and his grandma and grandpa, which is always a trip. It's always nice. I brought my diamond dot art kit that AJ gave me along to do while we were visiting with them on the 26th. And everybody was so in love with it. It was so cute. So Grant's grandma has asked that as soon as I finish it, I have to send a photo. She wants to see what it looks like. She's such a sweetheart. Cool. Oh, also what I did was last Sunday, I went to do some stained glass work, which way more fun than I thought it would be. I thought it would just be like repetitive menial labor kind of vibes, but there's quite a lot of thinking and adjusting and fine work involved with it. I'm really keen to try it again. So I'll probably be going not next week, the week after. I'll go again. I want to make a swallow. So I'll put up a photo of my moon that I've made. The ladies at Pisces Glassworks, they are incredible. Maddie is a really, really good teacher, so patient, so funny, so engaging. And they're a mom and daughter team. So Maddie gives the classes, mom mans the shop, and they swap as needed. And Lee, the mom, is a sweetheart of a lady. When I finished my moon, she started crying and she's like, "That's the most beautiful moon I've ever seen." She's such a sweetheart. I really, really like what I made. I think I did a good job. That pink moon is just beautiful. But yeah, cool. Okay, let's talk yarn. So I realized I never opened my 2 full skeins from my Mythical Muse additional advent set. So let's do that quickly. So I've been keeping them because I'm not using them yet. I will be using them in my project, which I'll show you in a bit. Ooh, they are pretty. Oh, this navy is something else. Sure. They are gorgeous. So I got one navy and one violet. It is beautiful. As I expected, they are going to work well together. So I think that using this as sort of the tail ends of my Farron that I'm making will be stunning. Speaking of, the Farron is now in color number 4. So I haven't worked too much on her, but she is growing, which I'm loving. So the sleeves are now fully and well joined. I've worked about a good 2 or 3 fingers underneath the arm join. But this color transitions are just so nice. I love them so much. If you open the brioche, you can see them a little bit better. Oh, not brioche, half fisherman's rib. But they are stunning. I love them. I'm really enjoying working on this project as well. It's a bit of an earworm to some extent. Okay, so I do have black at yarn that I bought, and I have a New Year's skein from Gertruida. So I think I'm going to talk through the black at yarn first. So we have 2 small skeins. This is the one, this is the other. So these are 2 skeins that I bought just as single skeins, because I've got a whole bunch of different pinks, purples, blues that's also single skeins that's all somewhere in that stash. So I'm thinking of making I think it's called Hearthfire, the new woolen pine design with the brioche, with all of these singles. So like group the blues and the purples and the pink and the purples together and sort of play off of each other. I'm still playing with that idea, so maybe in the new year I'll pull all the singles out and then have a look what it all looks like. Then I also bought 4 skeins of it's Moomin's Magic. There we go. So they look like this. Here we go. It's so precious. It somehow reminds me of like tropical fish. I'm not 100% sure why. I think it's because my first fish tank that I ever had, that I had to get rid of because my beloved dark guppy died and broke my heart. It had a lot of tetras in it. And this looks like tetras swimming between a bunch of guppies. So I think that's maybe why. But yeah, I love it. I might be weaving with this because it has such strong color contrast that really play well with each other. So maybe I'll make a nice big wrap or a scarf or something with this. Very exciting. I'm still playing with what I could make because 4 skeins could potentially be slightly cropped sweater quantity. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Cool. Now, the New Year's skein, because tomorrow will be New Year's. For me, it's the 30th at the moment. So day after. But it's okay. What is time? Means nothing. Cool. I have been very excited for this game because, man, I really like the Christmas advent sets. They were stunning. So, yeah, very excited to see this bad boy. Are we ready? I'm ready. Ooh, there's a little goodie bag. That's fun. I'll have a look at that in a moment. And the big reveal. We'll see it all together. Ooh, she's pretty. Wow. I think that this is going to go so well with the Advent set because, I mean, this is the main skein of the Advent set and the Advent set is all pinks and purples and blues. Oh, guys, can you smell another mini project coming up? Because I can smell it. I have too little time in a day, I think. Should quit my job and just knit. Let's have a look at the goodie bag. Little thank you note as well. Thank you, Teresa. Let's have a looky-loo. Cool. We have a coffee bag. I have 3 of these now. And more sweeties. There we go. And I think also a stitch marker. Ooh, 2 stitch markers. Ooh, one of them is funny colors. When I say funny, I mean nice colors, pretty colors. Not like ha-ha colors. Let's see. So, I got them. Oh, they're beautiful stars. Oh, that's so fun. Oh, that's so pretty. Let me just see to hold them up nicely. So the one is a shooting star and the other one is this beautiful multicolored gem star. Oh, it's stunning. Oh, I love it. Oh, I love it. Sure. The star is something absolutely precious. Wow. Yo, I'm blown away. Wow. Wow. I'm so excited. Ooh, this is going to be nice. My brain is already like, tick, 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 tick. What are we going to make with this? Yeah, tick, 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 tick. So I'm struggling to focus now on the video. Okay, let's push through because we have to talk about my 2026 plans, which kind of sort of involves all of this. So, as you guys can tell, I have very little to no space left in my stash. I have very little space left. And I do not want to open up another cubby for stash because lower than this is very accessible to my cat. And then you're just looking for trouble. Luckily, he's an old man, so he can't jump up here, but he can reach here. So yeah, and I also don't want to look into different storage because I quite like the storage. I painted it myself. So it's very me. So in an effort to achieve 2 goals, number 1, stashing down, number 2, saving for the very much anticipated, very much looking forward to Karoo Winter Wool Festival coming in July, I am going to start a challenge. So AJ has helped me to catalog everything. I have written down everything. They're in my notebook. Let me just grab it here. There you go. Pen might fall out, will fall out. Let me put it down before it falls out. Okay, so in my lovely traveler's notebook, which I absolutely adore, 10 out of 10 if you want to start a notebook. Get this size, it's really good. I have my running project log, but now I also have what I have affectionately called the 2026 yarn shop. So in this list, I have gone through all of the dyers individually, and I've written down how many skeins I have of which color, and then group them together like that. So I've gone through Woolies, Dreamspell, Luna, Estereza, Dusk Garn. It's that interesting black and white one. Woolly Galooly, what I've called House of Gertruida, which is all my hand spun, featuring a bit of Anya Unraveled that she spun, as well as a bit of Pascal that she spun, and then one skein of John Arbon, some Albert, some Piana, fair bit of Naughty Habit, and a large amount of Black Cat. So I have gone through everything. And guys, it floored me. It really did. When we finished the list, AJ said, oh, I'm quickly going to count it up. And I thought, about 100 skeins. Can't be much more than that. And she counted it, and she got to 100. Then she got to 120, 140, 160, 178 skeins. So that is now excluding, because what I didn't want to catalog simply because it's hard, because I don't have colorways attached to them, all of the minis and this mustard one, because this was a special dye lot from Naughty Habit in a base that you can't even get anymore. So yeah, we excluded that, and we excluded these few because they're cotton, but everything else was cataloged. And it's 178 skeins. That's a lot. Considering I'm consistently-ish knitting about 5 or 6 skeins in a month, 178 is going to last me, doing quick math here, 17 times 2, 14, 20, 30, 34 months. 34 months. That's like 12, 24, 30, 36. I don't know. It's almost 3 years. It's almost 3 years. If I never buy a skein again, it's going to last me, if I consistently knit a lot every month, it's going to last me 3 years. That's crazy. So here's how the game is going to work. Whenever I use a skein, I'm going to count it as used when it's wound, because in my house, once it's wound, it goes into that particular project it's wound for, and that's that. It's gone. It's never going to get pulled back. It's never going to be frogged back. It will be used for that project, right? So once a skein is wound, I'm going to count R2 per gram for that skein, because some of these skeins are not 100 grams. Some of them is sock sets. Some of them is like 58 grams, 63 grams. I've got a few kitty nibbles from Estereza. That's the weird sizes. So some of them are a bit funny. But now, once they're wound, R2 per gram will go into a savings pot for Korea Winter Wheel Festival. But if you think about it, realistically, using only 5 skeins in a month, you're looking at about 1,000 rand that's going into the savings pot, which by July is a fair bit, but I'm greedy and I would like some more. So, if I finish a project, if it's a project that uses 3 or more skeins, I'm going to put an extra 2,000 rand in the pot. And if I finish a project using 3 or less skeins, or less than 3 skeins, so you know that funny line, always edge cases. So less than 3 skeins. If it's less than 3 skeins in the project, then I'll put 1,000 rand extra in the pot. Then if I don't buy yarn in the month, I'll put an extra 1,000 rand in the pot. And then what was the other one? I should have written them down before making this video. There was 3 ones that I was thinking about. Gosh, I can't remember. It's okay. Oh, it's if I use 6 or more skeins in the month, then I get an extra bonus of 1,000 Rand. So that's going to happen very unlikely, I suspect, unless I start a whole bunch of projects. Just not finish anything, but then I won't get the finishing bonus. So it'll even out. It'll even out. So yeah, that's my plan. So I've got these things that will happen. As I use yarn, I'll save money, and at the end of the month, whatever my behaviors was, I'll tally it up and save some extra money. And then whatever the total ends up being, I'm taking that to Karoo Winter Wool Festival as my spending money. So I might end up spending a bit of that on workshops. I might spend a bit on that on other things that's not wool, because I know that they do bring a whole lot of sheep-related products to the Karoo Winter Wool Festival. Stuff like throws and slippers and clothes and all sorts of things that's made with merino. So it might be some of that stuff, and it might be just food, but that is my spending money that I'm allowed to spend however I want, guilt-free, at Karoo Winter Wool Festival, because I'm going to work my little hiney off to save that money and then reduce all of this to make space for what I'm going to be buying at Karoo Winter Wool Festival. It's going to be so much fun. It's fun. We'll work out something. But yeah, so to that end, I'm also being a little bit more generous towards myself, because having such a large stash, there's definitely certain things that I'm not as in love with as when I bought it. So some of it has a little bit like emotional attachment and some of them don't. So if I give away a skein, it also counts towards saving money. And if I give away a skein because of a project that I am letting go, then same thing. So what happened was that AJ took a few of the Woolies worsted weight ones. They're beautiful mauve, deep purple color. I've started two different projects with it, but the first one, the fit was really strange. It's because of the designer, not the yarn. And with the second one, it was fully brioche, and I had to modify the pattern to make it 2-color, and my brain started fizzling out halfway through. So yeah, fell out of love with that project. So I've given those colors to AJ, and she's going to be making something beautiful with it. On that note, if there is something that you are very much interested in, please feel free to send me a direct message. Let's chat about it. I'm happy to talk through something, even if there is an old project of mine that you haven't seen me working on for a while. If you want me to post it to you, I'm not going to follow up about it. You're welcome to finish it. You're welcome to frog it. I do not care. But there's quite a few of my older projects that I am not as much in love with anymore for various reasons. One example of that is the Clint shawl. I love how it looks. I love doing all of the little triangle-y bitties, but I don't think I'm going to finish that shawl. So if you would like to stick up your hand and say, hey, send me that Clint shawl, I would like it. Then I'm happy to send you the half-done half-done shawl with all of the yarn for it, and then count those full skeins that's still left as my saving money skeins. But yeah, no pressure about that as well. If you don't want to, it's also fine. I'm just putting that out there because I talked to AJ about it, and she's like, you know what? The worst they can say is no thanks, and that's true. So yeah, send me a message. Let's talk. And yeah, I think that is about it for my plans. So in a nutshell, gonna use all this yarn with some funny rules and save money. It's going to be piles of fun. So yeah, that's it for this video. Thank you for sticking through it. I think this is one of my longer ones in quite a while. And yeah, I really enjoyed hanging out with you. I hope you have a wonderful day further, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye!